Hello everybody, and it's time to reveal that all the tours, Tour 7 of the Tour 13 for our exclusive tour shootout guides are available for download on patreon.com/golfclashtommy. These are guides that you can't get anywhere else. With all due respect to the free guides I have and to others have out there in the community for tour play, these are the ones to get. These are the ones that will secure you winning more than you are losing. This is the one that will secure that once you get up to a new tour that you're not gonna start by draining your bankroll, because you're gonna have to lose a bunch load to learn the shootouts that you're playing. And especially on the higher tours, the tours that play from the third tee, you will be eaten alive if you do not have a plan once you get up to those tours. In this video, I will showcase an example guide to talk you through our thought process when it comes to creating these exclusive tour shootout guides. And you will notice a very nice similarity if you compare it to the Golden Shot guide. And I do think that a lot of you that are watching this video has used one of our Golden Shot guides before, with the simplicity of, you know, the aim point with the spins and everything like that. And the exclusive tour shootout guides are built in exactly the same way, because it's a method that works. It's a method that gives you a way of easily follow our guides. But enough about that just now, and we will gonna look at that in just a bit. Getting a shootout guide from us is easily done. You can either scan the QR code here on the screen and you get to our platform with all the packages, or you use the link patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Using the link or scanning the QR code doesn't mean that you're gonna automatically sign up. You still have to go through a few steps to getting the correct package. The exclusive tour shootout guide will help you increase your win percentage and make sure that you win more than you lose. It will help you out to get more clan points to your clan, obviously. Get chests, especially now with the new chests that you get when you're completing a tour. Those are absolutely brilliant. But also getting the regular chests, such as the silvers, the golds, and the platinum chest, that will help you maybe upgrade that club that you have been looking for. And also, obviously, in all the chests and such, you get some gems. You may not think about that, but it adds up in the long run. The guides we offer is everything from the second and from the third tee. We do not offer shootout guides from the first tee, which is Tour 1 to Tour 6. But Tour 7 to Tour 10 is from the second tee. Tour 11 to Tour 30 is the third tee. Every single guide can be played free to play. So you can use the balls that you can obtain for free in the game, if you would so like. Obviously, you can use the guides and tweak for special balls if that's something you do want to do. But we always have had that thought that players that do play free to play should, with just a little investment in our guides, being able to get some help and cruise through by not having to invest in ball packs in the game, which I know there's a lot of people thinking that you have to do once you come up to the higher tours. So scan the QR code or use the link in the description down below. Now let's go to an example guide. Alright, so let's have a look at an example guide for one of our exclusive tour shootout guides. Have in mind though that this is an example guide. The guide will obviously have all the information when you are getting it, but this is to, again, explain, show how the guide actually looks, and also why it is by far the most superior shootout guide out there. So on the front page, and this is when you download it as a PDF, you do have clickable links here on the side. You can go directly to Patreon. You can join the Telegram chat where you can use to upload videos and ask for assistance and such. You can go to our website and obviously to YouTube as well. Here in the middle, what type of courses that is on this particular tour. Now, this is not accurate because, again, it's an example guide. This is not as Tour 9 today. Proper version control, so you can know which version of the guide you have. We sometimes do updates during a month, and the updates is included within the first 60 days of purchase, which is a very positive thing. And then you can see the version on the bottom right corner. We do have the general advice page. General advice page is giving you, what can I say? It's giving you information of what type of power ball are we using, what type of ball do we suggest to use, what type of driver is preferred and what type of wood club. And obviously on those tours where a long iron is suggested, we're adding that too. When it comes to the wind range, we are always creating the shots based off around the mid range of that particular wind resistance ball. So for an example, if we do suggest Katana or Titan in the guide, which is a wind 2 ball, then it's going to be around 7 to the 8 miles per hour mark. That's going to be, you know, the information on the guide. So there you're going to have to tweak if you do have like a 12 miles per hour, if you have 4.5 miles per hour. But those are things that kind of come along the way. So general advice is perfect. You can see we do have some curl pictures as well. And to be perfectly transparent with that, there are more curl picture added into the general advice page nowadays because we're using a lot more curl references. We do have other references as well, such as if we do have a video attached to the slide, and then that's always going to be showed as well. Then we do have a menu slide with easy to identify hole images to take you straight to the hole you need, saving time. Either click the button that is going to be called view. Some of those of you that sign up has that button by the picture, and some do not. But here, for the sake of example, we can click one of the hole, and what happens then? You jump directly to the slide. Then you can use the house on every slide and click, and then you jump back to this menu slide as well. And the reason this is such an amazing feature is that it will help you speed up the process. You see what type of par 3 it is, you click on that, you jump to that, and then you can immediately look at what you shall do without having to spend a lot of seconds scrolling back and forth trying to find it. Now, again, this is an example slide, and here you can see the different things here. Landing spot pictures nearly always before spin. Simple. And this is the key. And this is the hard part for us creators when we're creating a shootout guide, is to find aim points with no spin. And the reason that is better than finding with the spins is because we are not going to use the same spins in all the wind angles. So if you come across a guide that says, okay, start with 2 backspin, 2 right spin, that's not going to apply in all wind directions. So what we are trying to do is to have before spin scenarios where you then can apply the spins and work from there. Sometimes we do have 2 landing spots. Sometimes we have 1. It all depends on the nature of the par 3. Some of the par 3s you can't have the same aim point, or it's not as positive to have just 1 aim point. Then we do have 2 instead, and you will see that obviously in the guide. 8 wind specific info boxes to give you adjustment, spin, and curl. And here comes the similarity with the golden shot. You can see the spins, you can see the curl, you can see the adjustment. And that tells you that, okay, if the wind direction is like the arrow, let's say that it's a left to right direct crosswind, and then that's, you see here in the box, that's what you're going to apply as your setup together with obviously the aim point. Very much recommended to have a look at this before you go live playing the tour. Just, you know, browse through so it's not being completely unfamiliar for you. Hole overview and landing spots, it's an extra picture to kind of display more from an overview perspective, or where would you want the first bounce to land. Give written advice and instructions, easy to follow. Here you can see if we're gonna start at a specific plus yardage, are we using a specific ring reference, are we using this or that. We are trying to obviously add as much information possible for you to be direct, and for it to be simple to follow, and to give you the best possible result in the end. So here you do have a very simple example. And now again, the format of every single shootout is the same that we do have, but there will obviously be different data because the par 3s are being played the same, not play the same. Yeah, you know what I mean. Sorry about that. But the shootouts are not being played the same, which means that you're going to have to adapt. You're going to have different information in the boxes and go from there. But we give you everything, and then it's down to you to try to maximize your chances to win by hitting perfect, pulling properly, centering the ball properly, and all of those things. So here you do have an example slide. If there is any questions about anything on the guide, we always have our support where you can reach us. As we go back, you can reach us through Telegram, or you can reach us by emailing support@golfclashtommy.com. You can also send a direct message on Patreon if you would so like, and we will be there to help you too. Thank you everybody for watching this video, and I hope that by looking at the example guide and hearing me explain that you can hear how simple you can actually make it in tour play. There's a lot of players that are making loads of mistakes in tour play by not being smart enough. The majority of the games go to shootout. You will obviously have that this or that opponent that will drop a long distance shot against you, but those are not the ones that's going to make it or break it if you're going to be a winning player or not. You need to be lethal on the shootouts, and these guides will help you be that and help you have an advantage. I mean, how many people haven't been thinking like, shit, now I have to go first again, and then I cannot take advantage of what my opponent is doing. I love going first because I know I can put an enormous amount of pressure on my opponent by putting the ball close. So changing the mindset, giving yourself the opportunity to become a better player. Obviously, when it comes to the shootout guides, you can bundle that together with Tour Player Checkpoint Challenge, but you can of course buy a package for Tour Play just by itself. So scan the QR code here on the screen or use the link patreon.com/golfclashtommy you can find in the description down below. Thank you once again for watching. I wish you the best of luck in your Golf Clash game.